God gave me a platform, this big audience. And I think God gave me this so I can help other people. So I just wanted to share the story of basically how I started the Bayong business called Barbie. The name stems from combining my nickname Barbie and then my real name Brie. Yeah, so basically, long story short, I moved to the Philippines and I was first coaching CrossFit. I really loved the local kids and I loved the community. I wanted a way to give back. So I thought it was a great idea to start selling ice cream because I wanted to do this for a few reasons. I wanted to show that there is no difference between me and you. You know, I noticed, unfortunately, in the Philippines, it does seem that if you are white skin, white person, you know, you are looked at as, you know, like better. People really idolize you sometimes just for your ethnicity, which is like kind of sad if you think about it. But I think it should be the roles reversed, dude. Like Filipinos, man, I think there are some good people compared to a lot of the Americans I have met. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that today. So since I was coaching there in the Philippines, I started to meet a lot of people. I was actually coaching people on the national surf team there in Siargao, the locals. So that's how I met some of my really close local friends. And I really enjoyed trying to be a positive role model on the island. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm here in a place where I don't know anybody and I want to, you know, this place has done such good things for me. And I thought if I sold ice cream too, I would be able to connect with the kids better. Who doesn't? Kids love ice cream. And I thought it'd be a great way to give back to the kids instead of just like handing them money and just sometimes doing the GoFundMe. It was, I don't know, I wanted to do something different that people could physically see the hard work they was putting in and, you know, like be a positive role model there. So the first day that I finally decided to sell ice cream, it was very uncomfortable at first. And then somehow I ended up going back every day, and everyone in the island was so supportive. Like all of my friends or people that I just, like, you know, acquaintances in my first week came in and bought ice cream at least one time from me just to, like, you know what I mean, support. In America, it would not been like that. My friends there were hyping me up. You gotta do it, you gotta do it. And I was like so timid, or I wasn't even sure if it was gonna work. They're like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? I'll never forget my friend word for word saying like, people are gonna come like visit you just to buy this ice cream. And I'm like, you're crazy, that would never happen. And it really started happening. Like I kept doing it, and I went on a couple like national television. I mean, Karina Sanchez, Ipulaga, and then I did a couple news reporters that ended up going like viral in the news places. And people were posting me on social media before I was doing social media. And that's actually how I started social media. So it was like something that at first I was like scared about, or was doubting myself, you know, end up working. And people who were visiting Siargao, like, were putting me on their itinerary. And, you know, it was like, it didn't feel like that just happened overnight, but it was so cool. So I was coaching there. I was on a dragon boat team. I would run almost every day and surf. So people, you know, it's a small island and people see everything. So people saw me doing that, and I felt like I had a lot of people watching me. So I was like, okay, I got to keep this up. Like, I'm inspiring people. I want to show people what it's like to work hard. Not that they're not there, you know what I mean? But just, yeah, like, I want to show what's possible. You know, you can break this standard of whatever this, like, the only thing that you are meant to do. Like, it's possible. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just enjoyed being that positive role model and giving back to the community. It was amazing. And so the store ended up doing so well. My friends helped me. It was not even my idea. It was like them pushing me to do it, to end up partnering with some Filipinos to open a permanent ice cream location. And that was just wild, because I was like, I don't even want this. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. I can't do this by myself. Like, don't worry, you're not alone. Like, I had friends supporting me from everything I did, and I never felt like that in the States. I felt like here people would drag you down and tell you, no, it's not possible. Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh, like, you know what I mean? What worse is there? I have people literally supporting every step. You know what I mean? It was, my gosh, like, I cannot explain the love and community I felt there, never experienced that here. And it's crazy to go. It's just crazy that before Philippines, I never experienced that. And I did have a little bit of experience in Miami too, because Latin American culture was very similar to Filipinos. However, in my small town in Michigan, it's just like, people here are really selfish, and it's not our fault. I realize it's the lifestyle that you're trapped in. You don't really have a choice. Things are so expensive here, and you have to spend the most valuable thing in the world, which is time. Our time is spent working all day, driving to work, and that's it. So you're so just burnt out and unfulfilled because it's not bringing you purpose or happiness, that you're not concerned with anybody but yourself, and you're not even happy. So it's like, what's the point? You don't have time to give to anybody who actually would be filling your cup if you're spending it with loved ones and helping other people. You know what I mean? It's like, it only brings good things. And anyways, when I felt that sense of community over there, I was like, wow, I knew this is what I was longing for, and I could literally see things that are missing here in the States. You know what I mean? Anyways, when I was doing the permanent store, I ended up just buying this one bag that I loved. I used it for months. And then I was getting a lot of compliments on it, and I was like, you know what, because sometimes at the store we would also sell jewelry, hair clips, anything. I'm always like loving to try new things, and something I've always wanted to do. I was like, I would love to help a local artisan who is selling something who might not have a big audience, because the one thing I realized, God gave me a platform, this big audience, and I think God gave me this so I can help other people too along the way, you know, so everybody's eating. If I need to collect donations for something there, for kids, I want to start a nonprofit. I have a following so people can, you know what I mean? Like, I can get the word out there. So I decided to buy 5 bags from this local artisan after just loving it myself and knowing she was hand weaving them. And I mean, come on, we all know Filipinos over there, man, and not just in Philippines, in many countries similar to Philippines. Like, I watch them do construction, I'm just mind blown. They don't have tools, they don't have machines, and it's like, bro, the stuff they can do with their hands. Like, tell me how I'm supposed to date a boy here, dude. My boyfriend's there. Like, yes, boyfriends, I should make a whole separate video, because a lot of you have known my last person that I dated. That was not the first. I had many experiences. If y'all want to know about that, I can make another video, because that is some interesting, to say the least, topics. But anytime I'd be with them, my motorbike is broken, they can fix it. Or my dragon boat team. I remember one time I was stuck on this dirt road, and one of my friends on the dragon boat team, thank God, driven by, and I came from surfing, so I'm like barefoot, bathing suit on my motorbike. It was like a cafe racer. So it was like, I'm always in the shop. That thing gave me a headache, dude. So, like, he drove by, and he's like, no shirt. Oh, like, one of our friends of a friend drove by, and I was like, can you please send me help? So he brought back he was 15 or 16-year-old, one of my friends. He's like my brother at the time, like, on our dragon boat team. He had a cigarette in his mouth, no shoes, no shirt, and he gets on my bike. He opens the gas cap, puts his mouth like on the gas cap, is like blowing in it, then starts the engine. He has a cigarette in his like hand, and like was like, you know what I mean? And then it's like blowing in the gas cap, remming it, and shit is flying out the, like, I don't even know, the muffler or whatever. And then he fixed it. I'm like, bruh. And he gets right back on the motorcycle, like his friend's motorbike who drove him there, and starts smoking. And like, they can do anything. They can build anything. They're just so innovative. I love it. And that's what I mean. Like, how am I supposed to date a boy here? The boys here just they can't even answer my text. You know what I mean? And the boys there are like, cook, clean, like masters of anything. Like, oh my gosh, like, all of them could cook so well and wanted to cook for you. When I was at work, I remember the one boy I dated when I would be out coaching CrossFit, and he would pick me up because he helped me. I met him because he was my mechanic for the motorbike. The same motorbike that gave me a headache all the time. He was my mechanic. So like, we basically shared the bike a lot, and he picked me up from work, and every time, like, what did you eat? What do you want to eat? there'd be like food at my house, or we go to the market, kinilaw, tinola, whatever, you name it. And it's just like, have you eaten yet? Like, their love language is food. If it's breakfast, they're making sure you eat. Like, I noticed that from all of them. They're like, have you, like, if I wasn't, love, they always say that, love, did you eat today? Did you eat breakfast yet? Like, make sure you don't forget to eat your breakfast. It's like the thing, they always say that. Anyways, this video is getting so sidetracked because I'm just like thinking of all the memories. Anyways, I like put on sweats. Sorry, this is supposed to be like a this is supposed to be a bodysuit, but like you tuck it underneath, and I had cute pants on, but now I'm trying to get like more comfortable, you know. So, but then I had the urge to come talk to you guys. Anyways, back on track. So I was selling the bags, and I would take pictures of the bags and I posted them on my story for people at the store. And then people started saying, like, can you ship them to me in the Philippines? I'm like, why not? But I'm like, the shipping hub was super far from where I lived in General Luna in the Philippines, or in Siargao. So I was like, dude, I can't drive there every day just like to drop off one bag. It's not gonna be worth it. Like, how am I gonna do this? I don't even know how much shipping cost. Well, long story short, I decided to reach out to the JNT. Like, I had the drivers. I stopped one of them one day when I had a package, and then somehow I got the correct number of just a random driver, but he was willing to stop by my store every time I had a delivery on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then go there. And obviously I would tip him, and like, I felt good because I was tipping him like good, you know. And I know how much they make there in the Philippines, man. The salary is like, that's something that really upsets me, because it's like 50 pesos an hour basically, and come on, like, it's $1, and that's not really sustainable, especially in somewhere like Siargao that's quite expensive. Therefore, you know, it's just not ideal. Anyways, every one of you who ever has bought a bag, just know you are helping me we are helping anyone of you who has ever bought a bag. Just know that we are literally helping fight that minimum wage, you know what I mean? Like, yes, let's go. So anyways, every day till this day, same driver comes and picks up the bags. Still, if you're in the Philippines, you can still order the bags. We still have an amazing team there. Kuya comes every day, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to pick up your bags. And then I started having a lot of you guys saying, oh, can you ship to the States? And then I found out how much shipping was. I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. So I shut it down. It didn't work. And I tried a few other ways. And then when my mom and grandma came to the Philippines and left, I sent back about 20-30 bags with them in a suitcase, and you guys sold out instantly. Everybody wanted it in the States. I was like, I gotta figure this out. Like, this could be so cool. Long story short, I did figure out how to bring this, like, bulk shipping the bags there, because I said, screw it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna order bulk. I ordered, my first one was 200 bags, and well, I think it was actually almost 300. So that was a way to make it a little bit more affordable. Bro, can you believe they hand wove 300 freaking bags, dude? Like, incredible. They do this thing, like, oh my god, they use, like, to shape the bags, they basically kind of use wood that's almost shaped like a box, and they weave them. It's so cool. It's just, I feel like every one of those bags represents so much hard work and such a meaningful place to me. The Philippines is something I'll always cherish forever. So when I carry the bag and when I see it, I know how much time, effort, and I know how it's helping, you know, even if it's just the smallest ways. So it's beautiful to me, and I wanted to continue to do that. So the shipping costs an arm and a leg here, dude. The tariffs and the shipping cost is ridiculous. So that's, you know, whatever, it's still worth it. And yeah, that's basically like how it started. And I just can't believe it's how many people here have been able to reach because of social media who are interested in buying the bags, and all of you who have already bought a bag. It's just amazing. We are able to help so many people along the way. If you're in the Philippines, you can still order a bag, and they're definitely more affordable in the Philippines because obviously you don't have to pay for this freaking shipping cost here and the customs fee. But yeah, so I just appreciate every one of you. There's gonna be backpacks coming soon, and wallets, because a lot of people are asking for those. And then the next time I'm gonna order like the crossbody. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you think I was gonna sell bags a couple years ago? No. 6 months ago, like this? No. I was doing it in the Philippines, just in the, you know what I mean? And it was only like not that many bags. Am I still recording? Yeah, I am. So it's just crazy to see how everything unfolds. I went there coaching CrossFit, started selling ice cream on a bridge as a street vendor. Like, that was wild. That was iconic. Like, that was so cool. I don't care what anybody says. That was freaking cool because of the outcome. Like, the amount of people, if I never started selling ice cream, I would never be making this video. Like, that is literally what helped me reach an audience, because that's when and build this community, because I started vlogging my journey when everybody on the bridge was like so infatuated by my life in the Philippines. They're like, started asking me all these questions, and they're like, and my friends in the island too, they're like, why don't you just start TikTok? Why don't you start vlogging? Your life here is so cool. And my first year was way cooler, to be honest, because that was when I wasn't recording, and that was my first impressions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I started adapting pretty quickly after some months, especially a year, let alone, like, if y'all would have saw the first few months, that was cool. And when everything was just so new. And then I'm not gonna lie, recording sometimes definitely ruined the experience, because instead of fully enjoying it, I did have to be like recording, versus it was really nice if my friends just happened to like capture a funny moment of me that was like authentic, which was honestly most of my content. But being a content creator, you do have to put effort into, oh shit, this is a great experience, but let me stop and record a second. So it does ruin it. You know, and then I did get very known in the island, which is cool, but it definitely lost some of my freedom. I realized I'm somebody who loves to feel free. I like to just go and people treat me as me and do or don't know me and just treat me like a human. When people knew who I was, I felt like sometimes they treated me differently, and not in a bad way, but, I wish it was more of an authentic exchange instead of just like, or sometimes they'd only come up and only want a picture and then leave. Like, I wanted a picture and I want to talk to you guys. I want to be like a real person enjoying experiences. So it has its pros and cons, but it's been a lot of pros for me. I've been able to meet so many amazing people. Like I told you guys, I just met 2 friends this week because of social media. I have met up with some of you many times and become some really close friends because of social media that I would have never had the chance to meet if it wasn't so. And how many people I met selling ice cream. So the pros definitely outweigh the cons, but that's just part of the process, you know what I mean? And if I was in bigger cities, it wasn't like that, but I think because people knew I was there, were coming. So if it's at the bridge, people want to buy my ice cream. We are basically doing a meet and greet. It's perfect. But it was more like when my mom and grandma were there, we could never go out to eat without a picture being taken. And a lot of times people wouldn't wait until we were done eating. I'm like, I have food in my mouth and people want a picture. I'm just like, wait 1 second. So it's like, it's just, it's part of it, and I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying, like, it's stuff that would happen, and I just felt that it was harder to fully enjoy constantly when people are watching your every move, and it's like almost, I'm not a real celebrity. God, no. Like, I completely even forgot I'm known, especially here. Like, I'm nobody here, and I don't want to be nobody. We're all people. I'm not anybody anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But there, people know who I am, so they're like, sometimes people get really shy. If I went to a restaurant, I didn't like going to restaurants anymore because people would, like, I knew they knew who I was, all the staff. So it just kind of makes things a little awkward. If I just want to talk to you like you don't know who I am, and we end up being friends, we end up hanging out, I go here, and then now I feel like, people were intimidated or were like treated me as I'm this persona instead. And it's like, you know what I mean? So it definitely ruined some things. But I think what helps is just also taking a break. And there's times where I would go outside and I'd be really burnt out or tired, and things take a lot more time because everybody wants a picture, or because, like, you know what I mean? Or people sometimes aren't understanding, and that's totally fine. It's just like life in any scenario. So you have to learn that's just part of it. People are only going to perceive you everybody perceives you differently, you know what I mean? So as long as you know that you have good intentions and you're being true to yourself, you're gonna connect to those people who are actually meant to be there, you know what I mean? So that applies to anything in life. We're all gonna be misunderstood. We're all gonna be, but who cares if it's people who's not actually your friend? It doesn't matter, because that's not somebody who's your support circle. That's not somebody who is even living the life that you want. You know what I mean? Well, I think I just zoomed in. Oh my god. Anyways, I babbled a lot in this video, way too much again. So I love you guys so much, and I appreciate every one of you who watches this video, who has bought ice cream from me, who is, whether you're day one or you're just joining. It's been a great journey, and it's really cool that, again, I really know that I did all of this with good intentions, so I can be able to give back, and at the end of the day, that's something I'm doing, which is so cool. And now I'm planning, I would love your ideas, because I'm planning to now be able to donate a certain percentage of my bags back directly to people in the Philippines. So I'm wondering if I think I want to open a nonprofit. I don't know, there's just so many ideas of how I want to do it, but you know what I mean? How should I do it? What do you think I should do? I'm like thinking exactly how I want to do it. But I did announce that I'm going to be doing a giveaway at least twice a month. If bag sales continue to go well, I'm going to do it once a week, where I give a bag away. One of it is going to be to somebody who buys ice cream in Siargao. So randomly, everybody will be entered who buys, and one person will be picked two people a month. And then 2 people from my social media. So anybody who follows me on my platforms and is an active follower, I'm gonna give a bag back just to say thank you and for being a part of this journey and everything. So God bless you all. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what else you want to see from me. I'm gonna start doing live videos too, so let's keep each other accountable for that, and I can talk to you guys better that way. Love you guys.